dancing in the night, and there ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming, okay, this a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit, have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. I swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it all, you got one life to ball. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a handout, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What up, what up? Welcome to the first stream on the Muggsy Show. I told you what was gonna happen. I wanted to wait until we hit a certain milestone, but you know what? I was like, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I didn't have the time to really edit all my videos that I wanted to today. So that's why I want to throw in some streams in there to, you know, interact with you guys, talk about movies, games, anything you guys want. Of course, I'm gonna have some stuff that I want already on my list, right? But I'm gonna talk about other stuff as well that we could talk about, that I want to talk about on stream. Talk about the, you know, movie updates, trailer reactions, games, possibly as well. But hey, we're here, the shiniest bald head on YouTube. Right now, the Muggsy Show is live tonight. I know it's a little later than usual, so if you're watching this later on, if you're watching this right now, make sure you keep in mind, if you guys want more movie content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe and have that bell on. I'm telling you right now, this channel is going to grow, and it's going to be all thanks to you guys, because we're going to be growing this together. And I want to be part of the community, and I want us to grow, and I want us to really make something special out of this channel. So Nilo, OMG, we live. Yes, we are live. Now we're testing out certain things. So not this stream's gonna be talking about some some movie news and updates. But we're trying to test out some alerts, see if things are working. So if you are on here and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and let's see if the alerts work. We're trying to test that out. We test out the chat. As I can see right now, the chat's not working, so that's no bueno. But we're trying to work all the kinks out, and talk about movies at the same time while we're doing that. All right. But let's go right into the nitty gritty. Right. Let's go right into the nitty gritty. First thing I want to talk about is Venom 3. Yes, they have an official release date on Discussing Films on Twitter. Venom 3 will be released on July 12th, 2024. Now, this is funny right here because you see there's a release date, right? There's a release date. Hold on, let me do something real quick on the. There you go. I want to make sure it's clean. All right. Let me increase this a little bit more. There we go. There we go. So this is funny. This is funny that it's released July 12th, 2024, and Venom was maybe a quarter way in before the writers and actors strike, right? But it already received a release date for next year already. Now, let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit, okay? Let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit. Make sure you support the writer strike and the actor strike as well, guys. Okay, lots of links to support. Send them, donations. Other links you can send them, like food, water, all that cool stuff. Show them the love and support. They really do need it. They do, okay? But here is the funny part. Kraven the Hunter. Now, this movie was already done. This movie was already done. And they postponed it till next year, August 30th, 2024. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is insane. This is insane. I'm very surprised by this. I'm very surprised by this. Nilo, I know it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like, it's blowing my mind right now. Yes, it's crazy, Anthony. It's blowing my mind that Kraven the Hunter already had a trailer out, already had a date. I mean, it was ready to go. It was ready to go. And Sony Pictures were like, nope, they're postponing it. They're postponing this movie till next year after Venom 3. All right, that is insane. That is insane. My mind is blown by this decision. But hey, Sony Pictures, they make the big bucks. I don't know. That's not. I don't make the big decisions, right? Have you watched the Castlevania trailer? I have not. I have not. When was that released? Was that recently? Hey, what up, Dragon Trainer? What up? What up? What up? Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, guys. If you could do me a huge favor, if you could drop a like, share the stream, it really does help a lot. Really does help a lot. Castlevania was released a day ago. Okay, we might have to look into that a little bit later. There's a few trailers I want to check out. I want to check out the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem final trailer. That movie is getting lots of great reviews. It dropped a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, Ninja Turtles, man, they're coming back, and I love it. They deserve a lot more love, especially from the last couple films. It hasn't been the greatest, so I'm glad this new movie for the Ninja Turtles is doing so well, and it will be released next week. So we're gonna have to talk about that and the projections and updates about that film a little bit later. But yeah, it just kind of blew my mind a little bit with Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3. How do you guys feel about this? Do you think this is a good idea to release Kraven the Hunter after hyping it up with that crazy trailer they had and postpone it till next year? I mean, I know the strike and the writer strike and the actor strike is playing a big role. And like I said, I'm all about supporting the actor strike and the writer strike. They give them everything they deserve. It got to make sense for them. It can never be one-sided. I feel like if they're bringing money into your studio or into your company, you gotta show that love back, you know, so you can keep that happy wheel going for everyone in the studios, the actors, the small actors, everyone, the big actors. I mean, they all deserve the love, and they all deserve to have a seat in the table. I feel like, you know, the strike is ruining everything. You know, Dragon, yeah, it's playing a role, but you know, the actors, and it's not even about the big actors, it's about the small actors, the background actors, the people who are just kind of like coming in, you know, throughout the day, waiting for their time to do their role in the film. It might not be a big role, but hey, it pays their bills, it puts food on their table. But there's a lot of things behind it as well that they're not getting that love and support that they should have in the long run, right? So I feel like yeah, the writer strike and actor strike is playing a big role for sure. But hey, if the actors and writers ain't happy, we're not gonna be able to have movies like this for a long time. So I hope this all gets handled soon, you know. All I can say is I enjoyed the Craven arc in the animated Spider-Man from the 90s. Oh man, I love that one. I love that one, Nilo. It's a great, I love that animation, and that Craven arc was amazing. He was really, really cool in that one for sure. So that was just kind of wanted to talk about real quick about Venom 3 and Craven the Hunter. Let's go ahead and look over the dates, because there's multiple movies that got postponed as well. Okay, multiple movies. Beyond the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse has been delayed indefinitely. Okay, this is insane. Now, they said before the writer's strike and before the actor's strike that the movie was possibly going to be released in March of 2024, but a lot of people who worked on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse said there's no way that this movie was going to be ready for March 2024 before the strike. So people who work on this film was like, there's no way this is going to happen. And so no surprise at all, they have delayed this film. Now, I don't know how you guys feel. Do you feel like this movie's gonna be released still by 2024? I've been hearing some rumors that this movie might be released in 2028. Now, I'm not a young guy, all right, but 2028, that's a long time, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. I think 2024, 2025 is gonna happen. What you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Do you think it's gonna be 2024 or 2025 for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse? I hope they don't delay the Marvels, because I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. We did that reaction with the Marvels, and it looks great. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Miss Marvel. I love the team up. I'm glad they're making a film with all three of them. I'm looking forward to that one. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but that movie's pretty much been done a long time ago, and I feel like they're already promoting the film. And I feel like Disney, once they promote a film and they already release a trailer, they don't really go back. At least not that I remember. They don't really like delay the film after they already teased it in the trailers. Sony and other studios, they've done it before. Dune 2 got postponed. Aquaman might get postponed. But I don't know. I'll be very, very surprised if Marvel is like, you know what? Let's pull it out. Let's put them in 2024. I'll be very surprised for sure, Dragon. Now, the Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse had a release date before it got delayed. It actually had a month before it got delayed. They said that was going to be released in March 2024. Now, I don't remember if there was an exact date, but I remember I made 2 videos about it. And every single time, the times I read about any updates about it, it was on 2024 in March. And now they're saying that they don't have a date at all or the year, Dragon Trainer. And I guess I'm not surprised with the writer strike and the actor strike, but they said that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse took what 5 years to make. Now, they did say that they were working on with Beyond the Spider-Verse around the same time while making Across the Spider-Verse, and you know, they might be ahead of schedule when they were doing that, but it doesn't really. I don't know. They said the people who were doing the animation said that, you know what, they did work on Beyond the Spider-Verse a little bit, but not too much where it's like it's ready to go for next year. So I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that this movie is completely postponed until whenever all the strike is ready, whenever the strike is done, and whenever they finally get back to work and really put this movie together. Either way, I want this movie to be done the right way, take their time. I want Beyond the Spider-Verse to be perfect. All right. I want this movie to be perfect. But to be fair, ChatGPT was nerfed. It was able to write an amazing Constantine 3 script. Then we have a Netflix hiring a 900K a year AI exec. I say that because of the greed, or the corpse will make an AI win. Here's the thing, that when in the end Sony message limit. Sorry message limit. It's all good. Nilo, hey, let's talk about everything you want to talk about while we're talking about, you know, all the other topics I want to bring up on here. It's pretty insane how the AIs are able to create a crazy movie from Chat GPT. I mean, the AIs, it's really insane what they're doing with the AIs. But I feel like I don't know. There's some things that might work, and I feel like there's some things that might not. But we'll see. I mean, everything's changing, right? Terminator 2, with all the AI stuff taking over, Terminator 2 might have predicted the future, and it's starting to look like that a little bit more. Every year, AIs are taking over. I mean, I even did something like a little fun report on chat GPT. GPU. Oh my, I can't even talk right now. The GPT. I can't even talk right now, guys. But it was crazy because I did something. I wrote whatever, just a few outlines and kind of what to highlight, and it wrote this whole thing out. And I couldn't believe how amazing it sounded. They wrote everything down to the T and more detail behind it. So I'm not surprised they were able to write out an amazing Constantine 3 script at all. I am not surprised at all. Dragon Trainer, it can't have a release date if it's not nearly done yet. Exactly, Dragon. If it doesn't have a release date, it's nowhere near to be done. And like I said, I want Beyond the Spider-Verse to be perfect. And I think it's gonna happen. We're just gonna have to wait and see if it's gonna be a year or 2 or 5. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Hey Goldie, how you doing, boo boo bestie? How you doing? Goldie, I'm gonna have to the chat didn't work on here for some reason, but hey, I'll figure it out later. I don't know why the chat did not pop up on here, but it's okay. We'll figure it out later. Hopefully you're having a good night, Goldie. Appreciate you, boo boo. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and go over some more release dates for 2024. We got Madam Web, February 14th. Okay, that's gonna be coming out. Now, Madam Web is supposed to be like a Terminator Spider-Man film. There's gonna be some villain. I forgot the name of the villain. Is gonna be going back in time, trying to pretty much take out Peter Parker's parents before he is born. So it's gonna be like a Terminator film, but with Spider-Man. And I really feel like once Madam Web happens, Sony's gonna officially have their Spider-Man that they need for their Venom verse. So I think this is gonna happen with this film. It's gonna talk about the future of Spider-Man and what they're gonna add into the Venom verse. So I feel like they're gonna finally have their own Spider-Man later on after this movie. Deadpool 3 is still going on for May 3rd. Like I said, Venom 3, July 12th. Captain America 4, July 26th. Kraven the Hunter, like I said, 2024, August 30th. They postponed that movie. Joker 2, October 4th. And then you got Thunderbolts, December 20th. Okay, so that's what you got right there. Those are just some highlights for some comic book movies for next year. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Which ones are you guys more excited for? My movie on top of the list is Deadpool 3. I'm probably my most anticipated movie of that year is Deadpool 3. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, the bromance we all been waiting for. Okay, to see Deadpool and Wolverine on the big screen together. Now that movie right there is probably one of my top movies to watch next year. Captain America 4 is another one I want to watch, and Thunderbolts for sure. Joker 2 is up there for me. But what you guys feel? What do you feel like out of that list right there? Which one is the most? Which comic book movie are you guys looking forward to the most? Is Venom still Sony, or is it some weirdo combo? As of right now, Nilo, I think it's still more towards Sony, even though it had that weird little cameo in Spider-Man No Way Home. It had like that weird little cameo, and then he let the symbiote behind, like a little piece of it. So we're probably gonna have that storyline in Spider-Man later on, where he finally gets the symbiote on him. He gets that black iconic suit on him, but he went back to his own Venomverse. So I don't know. So Sony is out there with their universe for sure. What movie were you looking forward before it got delayed? The movie I'm looking forward to for sure, like I said, when it comes to the comic book movies, was Deadpool 3. Now Deadpool 3 didn't get delayed. It actually got moved even more ahead. So it actually was ready to go before everything got delayed with the writer strike and the actor strike. I'm still surprised that Deadpool has made third. Still, I won't be surprised if this movie gets postponed, because they were in the middle of shooting their movie, and everything had to, everything was stopped. So I don't know if this movie's gonna be out for May 3rd. I mean, it's gonna be a big surprise for sure. But what movies are you guys looking forward to before the delay? Which one are you guys looking forward to this year, 2024? What's your most anticipated movie for 2024? Let me know in the chat. Okay, let's go and talk this out. So that's the release date for the comic book movies, now set to 2024. Bad Boys 4. I don't know if you watched Bad Boys 3. I don't know if you guys watched Bad Boys 3, but I enjoyed it. I had a fun with this movie. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, it's all that controversy that you had at the Oscars. We all know, we all seen it, right? But apparently that this movie's already been shot. This movie's already ready to go. So it got a release date, June 14th, 2024 for Bad Boys 4. Now, if you haven't seen the third one, make sure you check it out. Spoilers a little bit if you haven't seen it, but there was a little post-credit scene. I guess I won't say too much detail, but there was a post-credit scene of them expanding a universe, kind of like a Fast and the Furious, right? You know how they expanded their universe with more and more movies. I don't know if Bad Boys 4 will go to Bad Boys 10, but they're kind of making a universe out of the Bad Boys movies. So I'm kind of interested how they're going to be doing Bad Boys 4 for sure. That's a movie I'm looking forward to. Gran Turismo. This has been delayed 2 weeks. Now that is still coming out this year. It's still coming out in August, but it's coming out. It's going to be postponed or delayed by 2 weeks. Now, for those who played the game, you know what the game is about. But this is actually a true story about a gamer becoming a professional racer in real life. Now, this story right here, I seen the documentary on ESPN. This story looks very, very good for sure. I like the ESPN documentary that they did with the story. So I can already imagine the movie, really touching more details and showing the more of the POV of the racer, especially during his training and racing and winning actually championships. This is actually a great story for sure, to see a gamer become a pro racer. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Exactly. Who watched that cops? I used to watch the cop show all the time. It was like late night, like 10 p.m. The cop show will always show up. So yeah, so the stars can't promote the movie, but the audience can. So I guess they just want the audience to promote the movie. So I guess they delayed it 2 weeks. So it's releasing August 25th. Japan is free of the conflict, so I am hyped for Netflix new Castlevania anime. With that said, I am an anime nerd. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. My daughter, she's a teenager. She loves anime. Now, I gotta talk to my daughter about, you know, good anime shows to watch. She is really big on that. She goes way beyond that I ever even knew about anime. You know, the stuff I only watched was like growing up was Dragon Ball Z, right? Dragon Ball Z. I finally watched Dragon Ball Super like what was it, like last year or 2 years ago when they finally had it on Hulu. I watched all of Dragon Ball Super, but I am not like the most like detailed person of any anime. Like I'll know some of the basics and stuff like that, but I had to talk to my daughter to really show me what some good anime shows out there for sure. Nilo, but what's your favorite anime to watch right now? What's your top 3 to watch right now on anime? So that's the news for Gran Turismo. Also, Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel has been delayed for March 29th, 2024. I don't know if you've seen the first one. I actually like this. I guess is the continuation of the universe of Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Afterlife was actually a good movie. It was a good movie. It was it was kind of like not as hyped as it should have been, but the story was great. The characters were great, and I'm actually looking forward to the sequel on this one. My brother-in-law loves Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. I mean, that's my shows to watch since I was a kid and to even right now. But like I said, I'm not the one who's like, I just watch it when I can watch it, right? I can't watch it every single day or when they finally, you know, show the new episodes. I finally was able to watch all of Dragon Ball Super, and I know it's been out for a while, but I was able to finally watch it last year, at least all the episodes. It took a little bit though, for sure. So that's the news for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So as you can see, there's a lot of postponed dates. They're postponing the movies. They're actually pushing movies a little bit more ahead of time. So there's a lot of changes that happened today with the movie world when it comes to any movies coming up. Like I said, we all know it's from the writer's strike and the actor's strike. That's, you know, it's playing a big role, and we all guess what's going to happen. And for those who don't know, the more these movies get postponed or TV shows, the studios lose over $600,000 a day. They lose $600,000 a day when there's no work, right? So when the actors or writers are not working, that's how much they lose every single day. So you know what, the studios better start talking soon and start meeting halfway with these actors and writers. I'm telling you right now. Now here's a little bit of a detail with Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Now they said that because of they don't know how long the strike is going to be. They do have multiple dates, okay? So who knows what those dates are, right? Like I said, there might be a date in 2024, and if it doesn't like end soon, maybe that date will get pushed back to 2025. But I guess, you know, again, everything's all based off the strike and how long it's gonna last. I am just happy late night is on repeat. Right? Oh man. Wait, the more movies get delayed, the more money they lose? Yeah. So they are losing I saw this report when I was, you know, looking up, like, you know, some stats about how much money studios are losing. They are losing $600,000 right now. It's insane. Is it insane, guys? And how much money they're actually losing. Now, so that's all the updates when it comes to the delays right now for the movies. Now we can actually go to one spot right here. Let's go ahead and go to one of the websites right here. Here are some other movies that are coming out in 2024 that are confirmed release dates. Okay, so let's see. We got a Fall Guy movie coming out. A Quiet Place Day One. I didn't even know Quiet Place was coming out with a movie. I love the Quiet Place. Now I guess this is a prequel of, like, I guess what everything happened on the first day of the attack. So that I'm actually looking forward to. Kung Fu Panda 4. That's another movie I'm looking forward to with me and my family. I love the Kung Fu Panda franchise. The third one was a great one. I remember me and my wife and my kids, we walked out of the theater and we're like, that movie made me feel so good. The story was good. Him, you know, being with his family, it was a great story. And I was surprised that they're actually coming out with the fourth one. And apparently the villain is called Chameleon, and somehow the Chameleon can summon the spirits of all of Poe's enemies from his past. So we're gonna see like his past enemies from his from his recent films into this new one, and I guess he's gonna go through it all over again and fight his old enemies. But this one sounds really good from the stuff I've heard for Kung Fu Panda 4. Godzilla is another one I'm looking forward to. March 15th, 2024. That's a movie I'm looking forward to for sure. Godzilla X Kong, the new empire. It did tease us with this new I don't know, like an ape or chimpanzee, like kaiju, you know. So it's a new character that has never been shown before or on any King Kong shows or movies or anything with Godzilla as well. So this is gonna be a new kaiju in this film. We got Snow White, Captain America, like I said, Captain America Brave New World, August 26th. Let's see, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I did not know they were coming out with one. So there's another one right there that's kind of surprising me as well. May 24th, 2024. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I didn't know they were actually coming out with another movie. That's actually cool to see. Garfield. Ballerina is a spin-off movie from John Wick. So you already know that's going to be a movie I need to check out. I love the John Wick franchise, and I'm glad they're doing some spin-off movies. And John Wick's going to make an appearance in this movie as well. You got the Karate Kid series. You got the Karate Kid sequel, Inside Out. That's another one that my kids would probably love to watch. Mufasa, The Lion King. Okay. A prequel, right? This is a prequel of maybe about I think about Mufasa and how, you know, how he grew up when he became the king and everything like that. So interesting. That's gonna be an interesting one for sure. Thunderbolts, like I said, it's gonna be December 20th. Transformers 1. I think that's the animated movie that's gonna come out, and it's gonna talk about like the beginning stages in Cybertron and when Optimus Prime and Megatron were friends and allies before they became enemies. So it's gonna be a prequel way back when in Cybertron before everything happened and, you know, all the wars and stuff like that. So that's gonna be one I'm gonna check out as well. Twisters. I don't know what that one's about. Let's see, what else did I see that's gonna catch my eyes? Beetlejuice is another one that I want to check out for sure. 35 plus years for Beetlejuice, and they're making a sequel. Michael Keaton is back as Beetlejuice. You gotta love that. Wow, I feel like there's a lot of films in 2024, right? Tell me, right, Dragon? Even me, actually, reading this, I was excited to watch, you know, some comic book movies. But seeing this list, there's a lot of great movies coming out next year for 2024. It's insane. Gladiator. Okay, we already know about Joker and Deadpool. Gladiator 2. That blew my mind that they're coming out with a movie for that. Now it's gonna be after Maximus, right? After he died. So it's gonna be a story about, I forgot who is it. I think it's gonna be about the son of the queen, right? Or the queen son. It's gonna be a story about him ruling. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting for sure to see Gladiator 2 and how they're gonna work this story. Like seriously, because I never pictured Gladiator 1 to have a sequel. So that's a big surprise for sure. Sonic 3. That's another one that I'll look forward to watch with me and my kids. Madam Web, like I said before. What else? I think we were repeating everything again. That's that one right there. And then we got some 2025. I'm not really worried about 2025 right now because you already, with all the writer strike and everything like that, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? You don't know how much more these movies from 2024 are gonna get postponed to 2025. But a lot of these movies, there's a lot of good ones coming out for next year that are catching my eye, and I cannot wait to watch. Remember, guys, if you are watching this live stream right now, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, share the stream, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and have that bell on. We drop YouTube shorts, full movie news and updates when it comes to videos, and we're gonna start doing live streams at least once a week just to kind of interact with you guys, talk about anything that's involving the movie updates, games, trailer reactions, stuff like that. So make sure you have that bell on anytime we go live or drop a new video on this channel. Like I said, we have some things I want to do on this channel. I want to do giveaways. I want to do we actually do movie nights on my Kick streams. For those who don't know, I do stream on Kick as well. I play my games on there. I make Warzone content, and I do movie content on there. So we do like movie reactions, and we have movie nights, and that's gonna be on Kick. Mugsy OG. Okay, that's what it's called. That's my Kick. It's Mugsy OG, and that's what we do. Like I said, movie nights and Warzone content and other games that I play as well on Kick. So check it out if you guys want to check it out over there. If not, make sure you subscribe on this channel. But like I said, that's pretty cool to see. There's a lot of good movies coming for 2024. Now the next thing to talk about is Barbie. I don't know if anyone has seen Barbie yet, but Barbie is the next film that's going to hit that $1 billion mark. It's already passing $700 million by this weekend. Now, I know my wife and my daughter wants to watch this film, so they're very excited to watch this movie for sure. But man, this is insane. How it had a crazy week this week as well for Barbie, and now they're going to cross that $700 million mark this weekend. And it's only its second weekend. It's crazy how good this movie is doing. Barbie is Mario for girls, right? I mean, it is generation, right? It's decades and decades of fans of different generations. So I'm not surprised at all that this movie has that big of an audience. That's a great way to put it. I was actually thinking that not that long ago. That's a great way to put it. But that's why Super Mario Brothers did so well, because it was just, like I said, generations after generations of people who played Super Mario Brothers. Did Barbie beat Oppenheimer at the box office? Yes. So with this past weekend, Barbie made over $188 million in the domestic box office. And Oppenheimer actually did really good and did almost close to $100 million. And now the budget on both these films, Barbie cost $145 million to make, destroyed it, right? You know, they're profiting. They make a lot of profit off this movie, and Oppenheimer cost them $100 million to make, and now it has to surpass. Oppenheimer is going to pass $500 million this weekend as well. Now, here's a question to you guys: come on, Barbie, let's go party, right, Goldie? Here's a question to you guys: do you think? Now we know Barbie is going to do $1 billion, but do you think Oppenheimer is going to hit $1 billion as well? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, because imagine having two films coming out on the same weekend and they both cross $1 billion. That will be insane. That will be insane for sure. Goldie or anyone else in the chat, have you guys seen Barbie yet? If you have, let me know. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is it overhyped? Is it well deserved? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let's keep it civil though. Okay, let's keep it civil. Let's have a conversation. I want us to have a conversation about everything and anything on the Muggsy Show. I want to keep that very, very open when it comes to the chat. You have not? Are you going to watch it though, Goldie? Are you going to watch it? I know my girls want to watch it. All right, so that's the recent update for Barbie and Oppenheimer. Crazy numbers are hitting. They might have two films at $1 billion club. That will be crazy to see as well. Now, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, guys. Loki. I don't know, for those who watched Loki the first season, and if you guys are a fan of the first season, Loki season 2, T-minus 100,000 minutes for season 2. Now the trailer will be released on Monday. So you already know we'll be doing a trailer reaction to Loki season 2. No say? Okay. No say. You don't know, huh? Okay. Dragon Trainer? No, I haven't. Okay. Well, I think Oppenheimer will bomb in Japan. Wow. But were you waiting for that joke or what? Oh man. Well, there you go. But yeah, so Loki, here's the poster for Loki season 2. As you can see, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this one right here. Now, the Disney Plus shows from Marvel has been going down the drain when it comes to like the critics, the Rotten Tomato score. what was it? Secret Invasion did horrible in Rotten Tomatoes. It had like a 58%, the lowest score out of any Marvel TV show as of right now. I don't know if you guys seen that show, but it wasn't. It didn't live up to the hype, right? That we all know about Secret Invasion in the comic books, but very disappointed. I love when Samuel L. Jackson did pop up as Nick Fury in the show, but it was just something about it that it felt rushed. It felt very, very rushed, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that fight at the end, and then all the powers that she had. I don't know. We can talk about that later on about any. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, there's just something about it. I just wasn't a big fan, and it felt very rushed. But Loki season 2 will be out October 6th, 2023. Like I said, as of right now, we don't know what's gonna happen with Kang. We don't know if he's I'm over here spacing out his name. I can't believe I'm spacing out right now with his name. I am really spacing out right now. Jonathan Majors. Oh my gosh, I'm over here spacing out. But Jonathan Majors and his court case. Now, everything that I've heard and read about Jonathan Majors' court case is looking more towards his side when it comes to that domestic violence he got charged for. They haven't, he's not guilty or guilty about what, with the domestic violence, but with the evidence that they're showing and what they've been showing on the reports, that Jonathan Majors is leaning more towards not guilty, and it's looking really, really good for him and his team. So it's looking like he's still going to be Kang when it comes to this big Marvel universe that they're planning to do with the Kang Dynasty and the next one is coming out for the Avengers. If Oppenheimer does beat Barbie, it will be a blast. Are we all gonna give me your best Oppenheimer jokes? Oh man, I can now. Oppenheimer is the next movie I'm gonna watch. That one is the one I'm gonna watch. I told my wife I was gonna watch it without her, but she told me no, do not watch it without me. But she's okay watching Barbie without me, so I don't know. But that is the next movie I'm gonna watch is Oppenheimer. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that for Loki season 2. For those who are fans of Loki, T-minus 100,000 minutes for season 2, October 6th of this year. And trailer, like I said, will be out on Monday. We'll be doing a reaction video on that one for sure. Now, one more thing to talk about was The Flash. Now, The Flash truly blows my mind. The Flash is blowing my mind right now. Okay? As of right now, The Flash was the worst comic book movie of all time. And it lost over $200 million for Warner Brothers. Now, there's a lot of controversy behind Ezra Miller. Right? Excuse me. Everything he's done, with all the stuff he's done. Yeah, all the stuff. He's done a lot. And the reshoots and took 10 years to make for this film. There was a lot of stuff that made The Flash pretty much go down the drain, right? And people were not supporting it in the theaters. But digital sales, it is the #1 best-selling movie for digital sales on Google Play, iTunes, and Vudu. Now that is insane. How is that possible that this movie was the worst comic book movie of all time, but yet the #1 best-selling movie on digital? That blows my mind. I couldn't believe it when I read this. And apparently this movie was really good. Now, I didn't get to watch it. I'm waiting to watch it. I'm going to get it on digital. I'm waiting to watch it where I can sit down and watch it with my whole family. But I heard good things about it. Besides what Ezra Miller, and put that controversy, all that stuff to the side, I heard this movie was really good. Now, the CGI was questionable, but the story was really good. And it's just a lot. The Warner Brothers were very confused by this, because they were probably wondering, like, with the test screenings, Tom Cruise, Stephen King, all of them hyping up the film, they thought this movie was gonna be $1 billion movie because it was getting so much praise and how good the story was. But again, people, pretty much told it how it is. They weren't planning to support Ezra Miller as the Flash, and people are not supporting this universe no more because of James Gunn's DCU. So, there's a lot of factors in why the Flash didn't work out, but it's still funny that this movie is the best-selling movie on digital right now. This is the best-selling movie. I'm not missing Loki, or else I'll get a time clock. I'm not missing Loki, or else I'll get a time clock out. What do you mean, Dragon? What do you mean? What? Shocked? Maybe it is because everyone loves time travel. I mean, I think that plays a role. And I think people were curious because James Gunn did say that this movie was going to play some kind of role in the DCU, right? For James Gunn's new, the restart of the DC universe, right? The restart. Now, we don't know how many characters are going from this universe to his universe, because apparently this is a soft reboot, right? So, like the Blue Beetle movie that's coming out in August, he's gonna be part of the DCU universe. So James Gunn's gonna bring him into that universe. He already said that Aquaman is not gonna be there. Ezra Miller's Flash is not gonna be there. Ben Affleck not gonna be there. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I gotta be honest, guys. I love Ben Affleck's Batman, and it's sad to see that he never got the solo film that he deserved. I'm just saying. Say what you want about, Zack Snyder and how he was looking at, how he did it with Batman and Batman v Superman. I get it. The killing, all that stuff, right? The story, I get it. But Ben Affleck was a great Bruce Wayne. I love them. His Batman was probably one of the most accurate Batmans in the comic books, into the live action. But I would have loved to see him have one solo film. I would have loved to see that, and to see how Ben Affleck would have done it with him and Deathstroke. That would have been awesome to see in that film. But we're never gonna get it. We're never gonna get it for that one. But also speaking of Batman, let's see. There was a deleted. Let's see if I can get the pictures. I'm not really worried about. There you go. This right here. This right here was a deleted scene for Ben Affleck, Batman. Now, for the Flash, it was supposed to be somehow when the Flash came back, it was supposed to be Michael Keaton's Batman at the end. Now, this is not a spoiler because it's not the end of it's just a scene that it was supposed to be in the movie, but it didn't happen. But in the Flash, the deleted scene, it was supposed to be Michael Keaton in the scene with the Flash, and he was supposed to be the Batman for that universe. But then Ben Affleck sends a distress call towards the Flash, telling him that he's in a different universe and he needs the Flash to save him. So it was supposed to be a continuation. It was supposed to be more story behind the Flash and the Infinite Crisis on Earth. It was supposed to be like that storyline for DC, and the Flash was supposed to go somewhere and go to different universes to save Ben Affleck, and somehow they're gonna have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton together in that film, and that would have been awesome to see. I don't know about you guys, but I think that would have been awesome to see to watch Ben Affleck's Batman and Michael Keaton's Batman together in a movie. If Heath Ledger was still alive, who would he be in the MCU? Ooh, good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Who would he be in the MCU? Man, let me see. I'm trying to picture Heath Ledger and who he would be in the MCU. Man, I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, he has the acting. I mean, his acting was amazing. I mean, he could do everything. And I'm trying to picture him, right? Trying to see how, he could get into some pretty good shape as well. I don't know, maybe he could have been like man, what was his name? Hold on. What was his name? I mean, maybe he could have been Sentry. That's what I'm picturing because of the blonde hair, right? He, bulked up a little bit. Maybe he could have been Sentry later on because Sentry is supposed to be in the near future in the MCU. Actually, I think next year in one of the films, I think the Thunderbolts or one of those films, I think Sentry is supposed to be in that movie. And I think Heath Ledger could have pulled that off. Gained a little bit of size. He had that blonde hair. I don't know. Maybe that character. I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a tough question right there, Nilo. Who do you think he could have been in the MCU? Who do you picture him being when it comes to that when it comes to that universe? Because then I gotta picture him. He's gonna be a little bit more older if he was still alive. I don't know. That's a tough question for sure when it comes to Heath Ledger. Man, I don't know. We might have to come back to that one later on and let me look up some characters in the MCU. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is all the movie news and updates as of right now. We talked about Kraven the Hunter getting postponed till next year. Venom 3 is going to be released before this film. We talked about the release dates for 2024. Barbie destroying the box office. About to be the next $1 billion club. Oppenheimer is gonna be right behind. Probably hit might be close to hitting that $1 billion mark. Let's see how much legs that movie has. We talked about Loki in season 2. We talked about The Flash and how it's the #1 digital film right now, and iTunes, Google, and Vudu. It's insane. But there you go, guys. That's the movie updates and news. Like I said, thank you for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you guys. Well, it was hard after him in DC as Joker. Laugh out. That's why I asked you. Yeah, it's very hard. Him as the Joker. I mean, he's one of the main reasons why The Dark Knight was one of the best movies of all time. He was one of the main reasons why. And even Christian Bale said it was very hard to compete to Heath Ledger's Joker and how great of a actor he was in that film. So even Christian Bale said it was really hard to be Batman when Heath Ledger was just doing an amazing job in that movie. Well, if I get drunk enough, I might buy The Flash. Yo, I'm telling you right now, like I wanted to watch that movie, so I'll probably purchase that movie. Maybe we'll do a live reaction on Kick. That's what we could do our movie nights. Maybe we'll do a movie night on Kick. We can't do it on YouTube, but we'll probably do it on Kick where we have a movie night and check out The Flash together and see how good it is or how bad it is over there on Kick on our live streams. But there you go. That is the end of the Muggsy Show when it comes to movie news and updates. Please do me a huge favor. Drop the like on the live stream. Anytime we drop a new video, YouTube shorts or full-length video on movie news, content, movie reviews, please hit up the comment section, drop the likes. It truly does help a lot. And let me know how you feel about this. Did you enjoy the live reaction? Did you enjoy the live chat, the live updates, live news? Let me know. I would love to do this more often, at least once a week. I was thinking of doing this every Sunday, but let me know. Would Sunday work or does it Friday work? Let me know. Either one. Like I said, I'll probably do more on Sundays. I can talk about the box office updates and then everything that's happened during the week. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Goldie, thank you. I'm glad you loved it. And we'll get better and better with this. We'll try. I'll try to figure out how to put the chat on here. For some reason, it didn't work, but I want to add the chat on here when we go live on the stream, so you guys can see it. I want it to pop up and show you guys. You can show the love to everyone who's watching the stream. But man, this was fun. This was fun. I love talking about movies. I love talking about games. And let's go ahead and make this channel really great and make something special out of this. And I really want to grow this community and really do some special stuff with you guys when it comes to giveaways, when it comes to gift cards, movies, anything like that, games. I really want to do some amazing stuff on this channel, and it will be very, very possible when we start to build a big community here. And I feel like we can really do that for sure. But guys, there it is. You guys have a great night. Have an amazing weekend, and I will catch you on the next video. You guys take care. Much love. Peace out.